Good morning, YouTube. Okay, it is that time. It's time, at least for me, where my 2024 journal stack gets started because December marks the winter season for me. So I have chosen a specific journal to carry me through winter, and that will go from December. It'll cover December, January, and February. If you guys have been following me for a while or watching me for a while, you know that I journal in seasons, or I keep my journals together in seasons. So I have chosen, one journal to work with for my morning mindset pages, which basically, because I know some of you have asked, it's my version of morning pages where I don't have a rule. Sometimes I journal 3 pages, sometimes 1. This morning I just did half a page. I don't put a rule on myself, like I just did half a page. I journal until I feel like I've gotten what needs to come out. But I always, also one of my rules is I always end with a truth statement or clarity. Like that's the mindset part for me. Rather than just venting, I always try to end my journal session with some truth. And so that's why I deem them mindset pages instead of just morning pages. But yeah, I've chosen this for my winter journal. I mean, you guys know I'm addicted to composition books. This is my first time using a Rhodia composition book. And let me tell you, I have been missing out. This paper is buttery like nothing else. Buttery smooth paper. And not only that, but the watercolor, not only does it not bleed through, but it actually moves. Like it moves around with the brush and doesn't, it doesn't peel. It doesn't, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with this paper. I also used a fountain pen, no bleed through, and that is a medium fountain pen, like no bleed through. I'm so freaking excited. So I wanted to share. Another thing I'm doing throughout each season is I'm picking a tarot deck and an oracle deck to work with. What that means is I will only be using this specific tarot and this specific oracle for my studies throughout winter. So again, December, January, February. I am keeping a tarot journal, which I'm so excited about. And I will be sharing more of that over on my Patreon in 2024. Flips of that and like deep dives and all that. So the way that I use tarot like I do oracle for prompts and messages. So the reason I chose both a tarot and an oracle deck is because the way that I am pulling is I pull one oracle card that is my like focus for the week. Like whatever message comes out, that's kind of what I'm meditating on for the entire week. Then every day I pull a tarot card. And so I want to show you the 2 decks I will be working with throughout winter. And the first one is the oracle deck. And the oracle deck I've chosen is the Wild Unknown archetype. This deck is so powerful. I wonder if my card for the week, nope, I thought it would be on top, but it isn't. And do I want to flip through and try to find it? My card for this week is the Vessel, and it is stunning. I just love this deck so much. So I'll just show you a couple. So here we have the Eternal Child. This is the River. Oh my goodness, stunning, stunning. And this is a circular deck. We have the Desert, the Bridge. And I just love everything about her artwork. The Temple, the Dead End. Oh, it's stunning. It's beautiful. So I pull weekly from this deck. Again, December, January, and February, because I feel like when I go deep with decks, like when I choose one and work with it for a specific time period, I really bond with the deck. So I'm using that. And then the tarot pick, Binks, no. Hey, no. I have to put the cat away. The tarot deck that I've chosen is like, it gives me chills. I'll be right back. Okay. Binks gets in trouble when I film because he knows that I'm distracted. Okay. So the tarot deck I've chosen, it just felt like winter to me. And I will preface this with, some people find this deck super creepy. I don't. But I have a personal relationship with the main element of this deck, which is trees. Trees, just, there's something about them that has always felt sacred to me. Even as a little girl, I would sit under the tree. I had a tree swing and I would talk to God. And I've always had a thing for trees. And so this is a tree heavy deck, but the trees creep some people out. So the deck I've chosen is Guardian Tarot. This is such a beautiful deck. I love it so very much. Let me show you some of the cards. I would say that this deck, though it follows the typical Rider-Waite-Smith terminology for the cards, I wouldn't say that it follows the system. Yeah, love the backs. Again, I think people find it creepy because there are no eyes. So the eyes look kind of empty. The guidebook is small, it's cute. I read tarot intuitively. Again, I read them as an example. I read them intuitively based on what I feel like it's trying to say to me that day. And this, as an example, this is the Four of Wands. And I think the guidebook talks about love in this, and the typical Four of Wands would be like celebration, relationships. Let me show you. Yes, so about love being eternal, embrace and accept that true love of every degree can and does exist, celebrate in the existence, which is awesome. And again, the guidebook is small, so you typically get like what's going on in the image and a description for reading it, both reversed and right side up. So the Four of Wands in this, it says, as the sun sets, this guardian reaches out to his love that has crossed the veil with only a ghostly form for comfort and remembrance. The love they share is an eternal force that not even death can hinder. When I saw this, the message that came to my mind immediately was about self. So it was almost like a mirror, like a mirrored image, and taking care and loving the self, like having that self-care. So I took my own meaning from it. I did not go with the typical Rider-Waite-Smith Four of Wands meaning, but again, I read the cards intuitively. I read them as prompts, and this was telling me that I need to look at myself, and I need to figure out like what we need to do within to love, and what does it look like. So let me show you a few more images. I'm so excited to spend 3 months with this deck. Again, some people find it creepy. I find it stunning and beautiful. I just love it. I love it so much. I can see where some people would, like, this is the Empress. Some people might, yes, like, I think the reason is, again, the eyes. But this speaks to me so deeply. It's just so moving. So I'm going to be working with this all through winter, and I can't wait. Those are my picks for the winter season. Let me know what journal you're in for winter, and let me know what tarot deck you're swooning over at the moment. All right, guys, until next time, enjoy your wild, sexy lives.